Little Richard is single-handedly one of the most influential figures in music that doesn't get talked about enough, probably due to his sexuality. Here are the groups that he influenced or helped out.
But let me say this about the Beatles.
All right.
I took the Beatles on this tour. They was making $50 a week a person. God bless the Beatles, and he did. I had to pay them. I had the Beatles, I had Jerry and the Pacemakers, and a group called the Swingin' Blue Jeans. I had Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones. He made his first tour. Nobody never heard of these people. No, I really don't want. I don't want anything from them. All I want them to do is to spread what they got from me. You know, God gave it to me, and they got it from me. So just carry the good word over the world. That's all. I don't.
And the list of people that he influenced go on and on. Sadly, a lot of people don't know it, and he doesn't try to steal the spotlight from them, and wishes them nothing but the best.
To do what's right. Like James Brown, he was my singer in my band. He was with me.
Yeah.
Joe Tex was my singer. Otis Reddings. Jimi Hendrix was my guitar player for 4 years. But you never hear about all of this from me. You know, everybody.
It took for legends like Little Richard to actually speak up for hip-hop when it was new and a lot of people was going against it. And he is a big reason why a lot of people can say and do whatever they want now.
The music that's coming off the radios today, rap music, too live, the music.
I think that those old folk that they got in charge, they need to be fired. See, the thing that has happened, they done got too old to do anything, can't do it, don't know how to do it, never did, and mad with the ones that are doing it. See, and I want to tell you something, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen of all races, that don't take this thing lightly, and you said don't take it for granted, because your freedom of being in jeopardy, they're trying to stop your freedom. See, this country was built on freedom of speech. You have a right to sing what you want to sing, whether it's good or bad. You have a right to wear what you want to wear, whether it's pretty or ugly. I may not like it, but I ain't got to buy it.
I like this scene in Get On Up between Little Richard and James Brown because it was absolutely true, and it is still going on as of today. It comes to the dark side of the music industry, especially during the era of the 1950s. One of the main reasons Little Richard isn't as big as he was supposed to be is because back then they had white artists cover their songs. It would just not sound the same. And sadly, a lot of his credit and influence get overlooked constantly time and time again, mainly because of how the dark side of the music industry treated him.
He says he has the blues, but he has a lot of fun, oh baby. Back in the alley, oh baby. Yes, baby.
And a lot of this stuff is happening now where a lot of people are taking credit of originators and absolutely running with it.
And that when the trouble starts. And why is that? That when the devil come out, he ain't gonna be red with no fiery tail, no. He gonna be white in a fancy suit.
New artist is me. I have never received nothing. Y'all ain't never gave me no Grammy. And I've been singing for years.
People don't understand the influence that Little Richard has had on society, not just music. And the impact that he had on the music world as a whole, and to not win a single Grammy is absolutely insane. What's an even bigger shame is a lot of people of the younger generation do not even know who Little Richard is, even though they're using his vocabulary today.
I'm the only one. See, because they don't like to dress like I do. I like to put it on.
Oh, I got that shit on.
The only difference is they put shit in it by saying, oh, I put that shit on. Little Richard goes on to explain more about his impact in the music industry.
Of my 20 years of being in the business, I've sold 60 million records. I've inspired many entertainers to be, for instance, the Beatles. I gave them their first tour, Tom Jones, Jimi Hendrix. I put James Brown in show business. I've inspired many artists to be in this business.
Okay, this is my last video talking about Little Richard and his great influence on the music industry. And to be honest, his influence as a whole. He lived from 1932 all the way to 2020. And he passed away at the age of 87 due to bone cancer. And in his older years, he found a pathway to Christ, which he has stated multiple times is his roots, which a lot of people overlook the fact that he was a big advocate for Christianity, and also spoke a lot about the evils of the music industry.
God want to make a deal with you. His deal is everlasting life.
Sadly, a lot of people, based off his appearance years ago and his characteristics and mannerisms, didn't really let sink in what he was actually trying to say years ago, which is a shame that a lot of people of the younger generation have no idea who he is, and he didn't get the credit that he deserves.
Black singer out of Macon, Georgia. See what happened to me? See, they didn't want a black guy to be the one to create the rock and roll, because I'm not conceited. I'm convinced.